Did we make it? I hope so. We're cutting it really close, didn't we? Right, but before we get into it, welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is called Steel. We are in a very high tense situation. War is about to break out unless the evidence we provided about the Jaegers is enough to revert this entire thing. Let's hope we get to do that. Sir, I have bad news. We contacted the Republican army about the group we apprehended, but they're unconvinced that they were responsible. I can't say I blame them. It should as though they sustained far greater damage than we did. Still, does that mean the Republic army is preparing to attack? Unfortunately so. I believe one of their armored airborne divisions has completed battle preparations. At this rate, an armed conflict may be inevitable. No. If only we could find a way to negotiate with them. Did you manage to get anything out of those guys you captured? Like, who that guy in the glasses who ran off was? No. We know they were paid very well, but were kept largely in the dark about their clients and his objectives. By the way, who are you? Oh, me? Yeah, who are you anyway? The man in the glasses called you one of the children. Yes, I also remember something about the silver puppeteer and the white rabbit. Or something like that? Very suspicious. Now. What to do? I'm not really supposed to tell anything about affiliation. You're what now? Oh, affiliation. Wait, are you... You're probably dead on. Yay, you finally came. Lecter! Nice! Finally, in 3D. He looks perfect. I thought you were never gonna show up, Lecter. sorry. I had some things to take care of over in Crossbow. Sorting out an office for those scary people. Yeah, pretty much. Who are you? Setting aside the lack of uniform, I'm assuming you're also a member of the military? Oh, that's correct, sir. Lecter Arundel. I am Captain Lecter Arundel of the Imperial Intelligence Division. I've come to assume responsibility for the negotiations with the Republican Army. What? The Intelligence Division? Oh, so you must be... So you're Captain Lecter. If what I've heard is true, it sounds like the situation will be in good hands. The negotiations with the Republican government are already underway. It'd be in all best interest to avoid unnecessary conflict, especially with the trade conference only 2 months away. His Excellency the Chancellor is of the same opinion. I see. I should have known the Blood and Iron Chancellor name would surface sooner or later. So that's the stance of a Reformist Factions leader. His face might make you wake up in a cold sweat, but he's pretty fun for an old guy, really. Anyway, just leave this to us. We'll have it sorted out in no time. Sounds like you've been taking good care of this little pipsqueak for us too. Cheers, guys. So, is the assumption here that Milliam is part of the Chancellor's company? Alright. Boo! I'm not a pipsqueak. Oh well. Bye-bye, everyone. It was fun getting to know you all. I hope we could see each other again sometime. Oh, hold on. Wait a... Well, there they go. Isn't the Intelligence Division the branch of the Imperial Army responsible for gathering and processing information? They're not as upright as their name might suggest. They deal more in espionage than intelligence gathering. The provincial armies fear them as much as they do the railway military police. I figured as much. I just can't believe a child like her is part of the army. I see. So she's one of the Iron Bloods. So that's what they call the people working underneath the Chancellor. Sir? That's quite an imposing name. Well, the Iron Bloods are said to be a group of youth with high intelligence and special abilities taken in by the Chancellor. They work with the Intelligence Division and the Railway Military Police, but they answer to him. Or so the rumors go. I wouldn't have dreamt their rank ran quite as young as that girl looked, though. She hardly seems suited to a life in a military squad. Yeah, there's something that doesn't feel right about it. Still, it looks like we may yet be able to avert a war with Calvert. Are you serious? I've heard many rumors about that Captain Lecter, Scarecrow, as he's known by some. I'm given to understand that he succeeded in almost every unofficial negotiation he has undertaken. And if the Chancellor himself is taking action, success seems almost guaranteed. 3rd Armored Division, stand down to alert at level 2. All airships currently on patrol are to return to Zender Gate at once. Yeah, and doing this, especially the airships, will send a direct signal to Calvert. 2 things might happen. 1, they will attack immediately because of us lowering our defenses, or they will keep this as a sign of good faith and go back themselves as well, so we can actually start the negotiations. I'm hoping it will be the latter of the 2. Yes, sir. And it is. There they go. Back to their own base. Racing back to go back to the settlement to tell them all the good news. And of course to tell Thoma that Charles is more than fine. Will we spend the night here and leave in the morning? No, I think we're here to say our goodbyes. It does feel like that, at least. Same day, 7 o'clock. G? Yeah,
precisely G. On time.
Comrade G, you've done well.
Comrade C.
Okay, so we got our first hint. A C, which is standing for in his name. And the other thing is, we know from all the JRPGs we played through the years, if you're wearing a mask, you're someone we know or who is in a very good position on our side. So we have to keep that in mind.
I wasn't expecting you to come all this way.
I'll figure out who it is. Just give me some time. From now on, we're gonna watch everyone who has a C in their name. And we're gonna suspect them fully.
The leader has to make sure all the gears are moving as they should. It sounds like the plan was a resounding success.
Keep your pity to yourself. Our aim was to stir up a conflict with the Republic that would force him to let his guard down. To that end, this wretched state of affairs could hardly be called a success.
And yet, even this outcome will work to our advantage in the days ahead. After all, we demonstrated that he faces the risk of his ranks being divided without warning at any time. And neither the Icy Maiden nor Scarecrow can hope to outwit us.
Claire and Lecter.
You have a point.
Claire, also with a C. But I do believe that this character is gonna be male, considering his body shape.
We should begin making preparations for the next step of our plan. The time has finally come to present ourselves on the world stage.
That's the spirit.
Ooh, boy. At least all's well that ends well, right?
She's good. She's very good.
Everyone in Group A is safe, and we narrowly avoided war with Calvard. Though I can't say I was expecting the intelligence division to show up when they did. A jet black airship. Probably one of Reinford's latest models. The military uses them for reconnaissance. The nobles and the rich just use them for fun. But as for how they got one...
I would suggest to a rich noble, because if it was from the military, a intelligence division would definitely have caught it. But if a rich person
You
bought it as
wouldn't
a
happen
pleasure
to know
cruise,
anything, would you?
let me guess, Sharon. Could have almost
you really
written
are
it
a
myself.
sharp one, Lady Sarah. It's almost troubling.
Yeah, but so am I.
I'm impressed that you could tell I was there.
Well, in all honesty, before we got here to the entirety of the Highlands, I already said that I would be on the lookout if Sharon was here somewhere. So I knew she would show up at some point.
I'm pretty sure you let me have that one. I felt a familiar sensation, though, just for a second. Makes me think back to this one time, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, you say?
Never mind. But you really don't know, then, where that airship came from?
I'm afraid not. I checked the Reinford Group's manufacturing records and couldn't find a trace.
Which could suggest a mole inside the Reinford group.
At least not in the official files.
Exactly.
Sounds like Reinford has its own issues to deal with. Well, let's put that aside for now. I'm on my way to the settlement. What are you planning to do?
I think you should go back to the dormitory and meet us there when we get back.
Well, I would like to give my regards to Master Gwen, so I would like to accompany you if that's all right.
Oh, I can imagine Alyssa's reaction when she sees you.
I can hardly wait to see the look on Lady Elisa's face when I show up.
And there it is, the real reason she wants to come back to the settlement.
Sometimes I actually feel bad for that girl.
We don't get to see that? Damn, that's an interaction I really wanted to see. A beautiful morning on the Highlands. Yeah, it was a great area. Thank you all for everything. I'm so grateful for the kindness you've shown us. I'll never forget all the things I've seen and learned here. Indeed, I feel as though I've gained something truly invaluable. It makes me happy to hear that. Bro, Rean, Eustace, come on now, Lily, don't cry. Lily, Toma, thanks for all you've done. You have my thanks as well. It was a pleasure to meeting you. I'll return again when I have the opportunity. Until then, you've got to take care of everyone here for me, Toma. Oh, leave it to me. Alyssa, Emma, thank you so much. It was great getting to know you. I hope we'll get another chance to discuss sweets and fashion again someday. And thank you again for the wonderful tea recipe. It may take me a while, but I hope that one day I'll be able to make it as warm and aromatic as you do. I know you'll be able to do it. It seems that this has been quite the experience for them. Indeed it does. Still, Sharon's as attractive as ever. But you're quite the bodacious beauty yourself, instructor. Oh my, aren't you the charmer? If only you were a little younger, you'd be just my type. Instructor! Oh, and grandfather, at least try to be serious this once. Sorry. I can't help myself sometimes. Anyway, to be serious for a moment here, it would seem that you've made a discovery of your own. Yes. I think I finally understand why you left the Reinford company when you did. Is that so? You've been with me ever since I was a child. So, I think I know as well as anyone how much you've given to the company. Because of that, it was even harder for me to understand why you would just turn your back and let Mother take over. But now, I think I finally understand. You left because you truly loved the Reinford company, didn't you? Precisely. Since the Old War Revolution, the Reinford company has created the technology that has defined people's modern lives. From railways to heating, orbital cars to airships, even the tanks and guns. I regretted none of them. What I did regret, however, were the railway guns we built 5 years ago. I thought so. With my apologies to the Lieutenant General, those railway guns are little more than instruments of mass murder. With their innate limits in range and deployment, they have no real strategic value in a war. Their sole purpose is a weapon of mass destruction designed to effectively hold the innocent people of Crossbell hostage. In other words, to stop a potential Republican army invasion before it starts. Nothing more, nothing less. It is an unpleasant truth to acknowledge, but I have no rebuttal. My daughter may have signed off on the project, but as the one that saw them completed, I was terrified at what we'd made. I feared that somewhere along the way, we had sold our principles and our souls as craftsmen to the highest bidders. When my daughter took over as the company chair, I took the opportunity to step back from Reinford and really think about where we'd gone wrong, about how we'd come to this point, and of course, how to make things right. So that's why. Did Gwyn make the Argus? Did he design them in order to make reparations? I guess you probably don't have any intentions of returning soon. I'm afraid not. All that's happened in the past 5 years has only strengthened my resolve. The company environment, by Thors' leadership of it, things haven't changed too much. For now, I'll let her take care of things from the inside. As for me, I'll do what I can from the outside to help the company find its way forward. Oh, Master Gwyn. I think Thors Military Academy is a fine place for you to be right now. No doubt there are still many obstacles lying ahead of you. But when you put your head together with such a diverse group, you're bound to see things you might not have otherwise. Just like you did while you were here. You may be right. I'll do what I can to try and see things from a different perspective than both you and Mother. Both as a member of the Reinford family and, more importantly, because I owe it to myself. Proud to hear it. Rean, Gaius, Eustace, Emma, you'll take good care of her for now, won't you? Of course. Leave it to us. We'd be happy to. Very well. Oh, grandfather, stop that. I'd love it if Sharon could stay here with me a bit longer, though. I don't suppose I could tempt you to look after me for a while instead, could I? I'm afraid not. I have to return to my duties as Class 7's caretaker. Ah, my poor heart! Oh, grandfather, please. It's almost time for the train to depart. You should begin making your way over to the platform. Thanks. Take care, Lieutenant General. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye. Oh, may the winds and the goddess always guide your path. Farewell. I look forward to meeting you again someday. Goodbye. Thanks for everything. Yeah. We aced that field study this time. We prevented the war. If they don't give us an A, I'd be furious. Alright. 7 plus 2 and 4. 182. Just below A7. Which will be good because it means that we've changed from the B's to the A's. So we're already an A rank student. But we still have a long way to go. Like I said, I want to get to rank 1 or 0 at least.
Drinks are on me someday.
Oh, I'm holding you to it. You know that, right?
Perfect. You guys are the best.
Hell yeah. Another S on the list. And this is what we want. As long as we are seeing S's here at the end of the chapter, I'm pretty sure we in A0 or A1 territory. Rean Schwarzer reached link level 3. Cover and auto tier. Level 3. Cover and auto tier. And I'm sure the rest reached new heights as well. No, let's just continue. We know what's gonna happen next. We're gonna go back to our school and have a good look around. Getting probably another free day in the process. Valflame Palace Heimdall. I'm really hoping that Heimdall will be our next target to travel to. Because I think that's the only place we haven't been to, right? At least none that come to mind, but the next time we get to the train station we can look at all the locations there. Because there might be 1 or 2 others that we haven't been to yet. And who knows, maybe we get a field study with both groups in one location. That would be amazing. The Imperial Palace, look at that thing. Detail. It's amazing, isn't it? Imperial Government Chancellor's Office. Ironblood Chancellor and Claire.
Negotiations with the Republican government are complete. The possibility of an armed conflict in the Nord Highlands has been successfully averted. However, they did demand that we hand over the mercenaries responsible from the attack as part of their terms.
I suppose that's acceptable.
In all honesty, because we've seen him in Trails in the Sky as well, I think 3D, he looks a lot better, doesn't he? But that's me. I take him more serious now. I don't know why, because he looked so evil during Trails in the Sky. I don't know what it is, but this feels more regal.
After all, it was a shortcoming on our side that allowed that incident to occur. We should consider this a chance to place Rocksmith in our debt, especially with the trade conference on the horizon.
Yes, sir. Though it's regrettable that we were unable to catch the mastermind. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's one of the ringleaders.
Indeed. It seems we'll need to exercise greater caution from now on, if this is what they're capable of. Our next concern is the upcoming summer festival. Any thoughts as to the optimal placement of the Ironbloods?
I believe their primary target will be next month's trade conference. I propose posting Lecter to the east and Millium to the west. That leaves me here to take care of the capital.
It's almost like you read my mind. Very well then. I'll leave the preparations to you.
Yes, sir. With all respect, don't be afraid of working me hard, sir.
Oh, trust me, we will.
I could run these kinds of logistics in my sleep.
Ha! I am all too aware of how indebted I am to your abilities. That's why I'm leaving the summer festival in your capable hands. Perhaps you may even consider using them as a test.
With them, of course, clearly is Class 7. Or the children, that could also be another option.
Please excuse my intrusion, Your Excellency. His Excellency the Governor has arrived and wishes to speak with you.
Ah, show him in.
As you wish, sir.
Coming in.
Ragnitz?
Oh, forgive my intrusion. I didn't realize you had company.
It has to be. It's like watching a mirror compared to Machias. It has to be him, right?
No, it's quite all right. I just finished giving my report. It's wonderful to see you again, Governor.
Likewise. I think it's been, what, 2 months since we last spoke? I'm in your debt for helping out with the security arrangements at last month's commemoration event at City Hall. I've been looking forward to thanking you in person.
Glad to have been of service. I'll be sure to pass on your thanks to everyone else involved. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Good work as always, Captain.
It never ceases to amaze me that a woman like that heads up the Ironbloods. Your icy maiden has the provincial armies positively scared stiff.
As it should be.
Competent as she is, she's not the group's primary member. But she and the rest of the Ironbloods continue to do some fine work, especially against those cunning vipers amongst the ranks of the nobility and the 4 great houses in particular.
Agreed, but we'll need to stay vigilant.
I'm pleased that you agree, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz.
Yes. There was no doubt. Definitely not.
The feeling's mutual. Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
Gileath. Goliath would have been well as well.
Of course, and that's exactly why I intend to go with him. Next month's conference may be the West Zemuria Trade Conference in name, but it's far more than that. It's the region's first international conference in modern times. So the discussions won't be limited to economic matters. Regional security and other timely issues are sure to come up.
I see. So that's why all the region's heads of state will be in attendance?
Precisely. President Rocksmith will represent the Republic of Calvert, of course.
Are we gonna get the confirmation here that that's Olivier? And if that's Olivier, who's the one next to him? The family?
Prince Albert will be representing the Principality of Ermaferia as its head of state. Crown Princess Claudia will be coming to represent Liberl in place of the Queen.
Good.
And representing Crossbell State, we have Mayor Croyce and Speaker McDowell. All of them are either heads of state or their acting representatives.
Meanwhile, Erebonia is sending Chancellor Osborne as a representative of the Imperial government. But Father is the head of state, isn't he?
Indeed, and that's why I'm planning to go as well, even though I'm far from the ideal candidate. The Imperial family needs to be represented to make sure all sides are on equal terms.
You shouldn't be so harsh on yourself. But I think I understand the situation. I feel so ashamed. I shouldn't have to rely on you to educate me about simple politics like this. Recently, I feel as though all my inadequacies have been staring me in the face. I wish every day I had the intelligence and quick-wittedness you possess. And I wonder, am I truly capable of inheriting the throne from Father?
Maybe. Give it a few years. You have a lot to learn. You're way too young right now.
You know, Her Highness Princess Claudia of Liberl once said exactly the same thing.
Yeah, it has to be him.
She did?
As the successor to the throne of Liberl, I've heard that she agonized over whether she was fit to become queen. But eventually, she came to terms with her own inexperience and vowed that she would strive each day to overcome it. And I have no reason to believe that my talented brother cannot do the same.
Olivert.
And there it is. Finally spoken out loud.
Thank you. Your support means a lot to me.
Not that there was any doubt in my head, especially in this setting. With the way it looked, with the roses around it. Hell yeah.
That said, I do think you should spend more of your time living life the way you want to. I don't think anyone would blame you for wanting to indulge your interests once in a while.
I am how I am, I'm afraid. To be honest, I'm a little jealous of how being so open and carefree comes so naturally to you.
Well, I think it'd be less concerning for all involved if you avoided taking after me too much.
Another thing, I sometimes find myself admiring Chancellor Osborne's strong-willed nature as well.
Oh?
He was quite forceful in introducing the Imperial Transportation Act last year, despite the opposition's objections. But ever since then, I've heard the number of orbital car accidents has fallen dramatically. I can see why Father trusts him so much.
Well, I wouldn't disagree that was a fine piece of policymaking. The campaign he launched with the help of City Hall was exceptionally well executed. But on the other hand...
Honestly, don't you think it's a little early in the day to be having a stuffy political discussion?
Ooh, is this who I think it is? The blonde girl from the train station with Elise? Yes. I think I said that she might be related to Olivier. Is that true?
Alphen?
Oh, have your lessons already finished for the day?
Indeed. They gave us the afternoon off to prepare for the summer festival. But come on, Cedric. You need to stop taking everything so seriously. We're 15. It's far too early for us to be worrying about politics.
Actually, I'm not sure 15 is too early, to be honest.
What you should be concerned about is being more of a man at official parties. Blushing head to toe just from a lady asking you to dance? Shameful. Totally shameful.
Oh, come on. Why do you have to bring that up again?
You know, that did wonders for his popularity. The ladies at that party were swooning left and right. He was playing their maternal instincts like a harp.
Well, I can't deny that. Even some of the men there were fawning over him, saying Cedric was more of a youthful flower than me.
Surely you're kidding, right?
That reminds me, Alphen. Have you decided on your dance partner for the upcoming garden party?
Say Rean. Say Rean.
Yeah. You've always avoided dancing at official functions.
Curious, are we? Well, I do have someone in mind this time. Although whether I can get him to say yes...
Really?
My. It sounds like you aren't just blowing smoke. Imperial Chronicle is going to have a field day when they find out.
You're really going to dance with someone? Could it be a son from one of the 4 great houses?
That's for me to know, and you to discover. He is a noble, though. I'll give you that much.
Well, Rean is technically a noble, and dancing with him would really irk the hell out of Elise. Elise.
Oh, that reminds me. Prince Olivert? I have a proposal I'd like to discuss with you.
St. Estrella Girls' School. I'm gonna get a confirmation if I remembered her name correctly. Heimdall Seng District at Estrella's Girls' School. There she is. Rean's little sister.
I should open that letter from Rean that came in this morning. I'm almost afraid to think how Her Highness would have reacted if she found this. Dear Miss Schwarzer. Really, Rean? Still Miss Schwarzer? I'm your own sister. What?
Our
Come on, I want to hear it too.
Rean, why?
Okay, I'm very curious to see what he wrote in that. Was it about the war? Or about something else? Almost an entire month has passed.
Mid-July. Summer had come to Trista, and that meant it was time for us students to dust off our short-sleeved shirts.
Ooh, finally some new outfits. Nice.
With months of experience under our belts, we finally found ourselves adjusting to the rigors of our coursework. And it was during those early days of summer, before the heat became well and truly withering, that we saw the start of a uniquely seasonal new lesson.
And that is?
All right, that should be enough of a warm-up.
Ooh, swimming.
I'm supposed to remind you that swimming classes here are meant to teach you skills relevant to military service. You know, how not to drown if you wind up in the water, how to save others from drowning, CPR, that kind of stuff. In fact, CPR is a pretty vital skill on any battlefield. Rean, Elisa, would you care to give us a demonstration?
Sure. Do we need to demonstrate mouth-to-mouth resuscitation? I'm more than happy to help you with that.
Instructor!
In front of everyone?
Come on, guys, just kidding around. Point is, it's still important that you learn how to do it, and that you won't hesitate to use it if the need arises. Whether that means locking lips with someone of the same sex, or the opposite.
Of course. Well, it is a skill we can use to save someone's life.
After we've covered that, I'll be timing how long it takes each of you to swim the length of the pool. Will you give me a hand, Laura?
As you wish.
Okay, we're never gonna beat Laura, but let's see if we can do our best. Rean for the second. Yeah, I shouldn't make that into a thumbnail. Too clickbaity.
You're up, Gaius. Ready, and go!
You're next, Emma. Ready, go!
Wow, look at Gaius go!
Yeah, I already used to swim in that lake in the Highlands every summer, so I kind of expected that.
Emma's a lot faster than I thought she'd be, too. Though it's not much her swimming ability that I envy.
Yeah, her buoyancy, definitely.
What do you... Oh, I get it.
You don't need to get it. Anyway, what are you doing just staring at girls in swimsuits?
I'm not staring. My eyes are just pointed in that general direction.
Well, any guy would have a hard time taking his eyes off of our class's girls. I'm not even sure who to gawk at first. I mean, even the other guys are handsome. You're pretty toned yourself, Rean.
Why, thank you, Elliot.
You think?
Well, it does look like you put a lot into your exercise and training. As for you, Elliot, I think you're better just the way you are.
Meaning, no muscular tone anywhere.
Oh, really?
I don't think I want to imagine Elliot all buff and ripped.
Hmm? Hey, what's that on the left side of your chest, Rean? Some kind of scar?
Well, you're right. It's so faint that I hadn't noticed it before.
Oh, that. It's some kind of mark.
Yeah, I can't tell by the graphics if that is like a cut type of scar or it's a burn.
It's been there as long as I can remember. Don't know how I got it, though.
which will probably be a lie, but we'll deal with it. I'm sure it will be mentioned at some point.
Wow.
Actually, when I look at it more closely, it looks more like a bunch of little scars all knit together. It makes you look really manly and tough. I kind of wish I had one now.
Well, if you sit on down, I'm more than welcome to give you one, Elliot.
Seriously?
It really wouldn't suit you. Trust me.
Can't believe we finished with the exact same time. We must be destined to strive against each other forever.
What are you talking about? The only one I was competing against was myself. And even then, I barely put much effort into it.
Well, it's not like I was giving my best either.
These two.
Oh, they never stop. But making it into a rivalry is good enough for us.
That was refreshing. I wouldn't mind swimming a little longer, actually.
Okay, Laura, are you ready? I'll time your lap. Though I doubt I really need to, considering you're in the swimming club.
No, please do.
So Laura's next. You can tell she's a member of the swimming club. Just look at the way she stands on the block.
Ready, and go!
Damn, she's quick.
Whoa, she's fast. How is she doing it?
Impressive.
Whew.
Well done.
Let's see, 20.02 seconds. Not bad at all.
Alright.
All right, I think it's time for me to dive into the mix. Everyone, pick a partner. It's time for a little head-to-head competition.
Ooh, do we get to choose? Because then I'm definitely gonna pick Laura.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
Uh-oh, races.
It appears we've been given a chance to settle this once and for all.
Oh no, you two need to be partnered up.
I'm ready when you are.
I think we'd be a good match, Emma. How about it? True, our times were pretty close.
How about it, Laura? Want to partner up with me?
Not today, I'm afraid. I wish to challenge Fee this time.
Oh god, it is finally starting to come to a head. I'm finally gonna learn why they are so hostile towards each other.
Me? Laura? But your times weren't even close.
Well, all right, let's go with that. I guess that leaves me with Rean. It's your lucky day again.
Wait, why me?
Alright, I'm sure you'll do fine, Rean. Come on.
I'm exhausted. You know, this seems like it would be pretty effective as part of a diet plan.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Alright, Rean, you got this. Beat the crap out of Sarah.
Yeah. There's no way I'm going to win this, is there?
Oh, you're good. You got it, Rean. Or else you're gonna get more tasks during your free day, I'm sure.
Go easy on me, Gaius.
Same to you.
Ready? Go!
Oh, we actually need to do it ourselves. Okay, that's nice. Alright, okay, how do we do this? Press Y or B when the two circles overlap. So ring on ring, I suppose it is. Doing this repeatedly well will increase your speed. That's it? Damn, that was terrible. That was actually terrible. But I do get what I mean. It's not exactly on the circle, but slightly in it. Can I go at it again? Oh no, we're gonna retry. As many times as I need. I want to win this. I know we can win this.
Ready? Go!
Better, but not the best. But we got first. That's what counts. That's what counts. Ah, nice minigame actually. AP increased by 3. Just for winning? I'll take it. And teach us the lesson: never give up, never surrender.
I actually won.
Nicely done, Rean.
I'm exhausted.
Oh, okay. Are you both ready?
Not quite. Fee, how about giving it all you've got this time?
Huh?
Laura?
What if I already did?
Oh no, Fee always holds back.
I don't think so. I could tell just by watching you. Don't make light of me. Your earlier time was certainly not the best you're capable of.
Well, it's not very polite to your opponent to hold back. This isn't like the battlefields you grew up fighting on. It's a place you can grow and better yourself by challenging others. Deep down, I know you realize that.
Good. Then let us begin.
Looking at them like this, it's obvious how different their builds are.
Yeah.
If build were all that mattered, we would have turned in faster times than either of them.
I imagine the difference lies in their control of their bodies.
Yeah, this'll be one to watch.
Ready?
We will.
Go!
What?
Incredible!
Damn. A draw.
Whoa!
Which of them was first?
It was too close to call.
No, there was a tiny difference. Laura came out ahead on this one.
Having longer arms might have been the deciding factor, even.
Oh, I wish I could have joined in.
Well done.
The same to you. You can do this when you want to, and yet you consistently hold back. Why?
Is that the reason why she's so upset with Fee? Because she doesn't take things maybe seriously in her eyes?
No reason, really? Too much effort, I guess.
Which might not be too far from the truth.
It seems we truly cannot find a middle ground.
No, there has to be more behind that. It cannot be something as simple as that. Well, the temperatures are going up, and I don't know about you, but I'm wilting like a flower. But as everyone knows, when the heat is on, that's when the refreshing power of beer is at its peak. Oh, maybe I should use my free day tomorrow to hit up all the capital's beer gardens. If you're waiting for us to stop you, you're in for a long wait. So, do you have some classy gentlemen lined up to go with you, or will you be flying solo again? You just had to ask. Anyway, moving on. The next practical exam is coming up next Wednesday. I'm sure you already know, used to them by now, but just make sure you're ready. Yes, instructor. Oh, that means next weekend will be our field study then. It feels like we just got done with our last one. Aww. If we're tied up next weekend, I guess I won't be able to go to the capital for the summer festival this year. Unless... that's where we're going. What summer festival? It's a seasonal holiday, kind of. Most of the major cities in Erebonian celebrate it in June. I've heard it's actually an old animistic festival that the Septian Church adopted. Ah, I see. We actually do have a similar festival in the north. Though it's mostly celebrated in June. Why does the capital wait until July? You know, I've always wondered that too. Does anyone actually know? The standards for teaching just aren't what they used to be. Well, I believe it has something to do with the War of the Lions, though beyond that. That is correct. July is the month when Emperor Dracos brought an end to the civil war. Because of that, the summer festival was held a month late, alongside the celebration of the war's end. Interesting. Actually, I think Instructor Thomas was talking about that one time, but it seemed like he was just gonna babble on forever, so I managed to worm my way out of that conversation. Well, I can't say I blame you. Well, if you let him, he can go on about history all day. He doesn't know when to shut up. Anyway, make sure you don't let the heat sap your strength. Though, I'm sure our miracle working maid will whip up a massive meal to keep us energized. It really does seem like she and Sharon have some kind of history together. I bet my mirror on it. Sharon always plays innocent whenever I ask her about it, though. Well, that about does it for homeroom. If you'll do the honors, Maquette? Yes, Instructor. All rise. Bow. I'm betting she's gonna nap somewhere again. Fee? I'm going to go after her, okay? Thanks. Do you think you could maybe make a little more effort to get along with her? You are her senior, after all. I am aware of that. However... looks like those two are getting along the same as ever. They seem to be arguing after their race in our swimming course too. I heard their group lost field study score was middling as well. It is true, they were like that the entire trip. Is there nothing you can do to smooth things out between them, Rean? Well, I'd love to do something for them if I could, but... Why me? Well, you seem so good at this kind of thing, a real natural. And besides, you're the well-intentioned Mark who got dumped into the running errands for the student council. Hey, it's not like I do anything that major for them. What's wrong, Elliot? Oh, sorry. What were you saying? Oh, right. I have to agree, Rean. I think you're the best for the job, too. I mean, it was thanks to you that Juices and Makis became buddies. Who the hell became buddies? You must be sniffing roses in the Garden of Delusions if you think I'm a friend of his. You may say that, but you're totally on the same wavelength. Anyway, I hate to dish and dash, but I've got a club meeting to get to. Oh yeah, the Wind Orchestra, right? I should be on my way as well. Actually, I have a club meeting to attend to myself. I'll catch you all later then. The Class 7 uniform. Obtained the costume. You can change costumes by selecting costume you want to wear in the costume section of the camp menu's Equip tab. If no costume has been selected, the character's outfit will change automatically over the course of the story. However, certain scenes will feature characters wearing specific outfits rather than the costumes you've selected. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in cutscenes and such. So that means that right now we have, yes, there it is, our official uniform. Good. And I was actually having this slight discussion in a tweet I posted that there are actually more costumes for the characters in DLCs on Steam, and I've never even paid any mind on whether or not to buy them, but Would it be a nice idea just to have a different type of clothing we can wear during the episodes? Even though, in all honesty, the school uniforms, they do fit, because we are actual students. So at this current time, these will be fit with what we are doing. Yeah, I'm still contemplating it. Maybe if at some point we are doing stuff outside of our curriculum, maybe then it would be nice to have other pieces of clothing so we can actually have a good reason to have something different. But like I said, I'm still trying to think about whether or not to do that. But yes, you can probably already guess, it is probably our free time? Probably. We don't have any points, so we just have to go around and talk to everyone. And I'm pretty sure, seeing as the town is not available, we'll continue on as soon as we leave through the front gate. But we're gonna do that next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure to be back next time as we talk to everyone here about the upcoming summer festival. And who knows, maybe they celebrate it even here at Thors. I wouldn't mind celebrating a festival here over at the school, because that would mean like stalls, events, and that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's in here, but that would be amazing. But until then, bye bye.